Hello, hello. My name is Dan Ariely, and I'm the James B. Duke Professor of Psychology and Behavioral Economics here at Duke. Welcome to my office. And today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about this book called Amazing Decisions. And the question was, why should you bother and why should you read it? So first of all, look, it's a comic book. I don't know how long it's been since you read a comic book, but it's really a different type of reading. It's a different experience. So whether you read this one or something else, I encourage you to try a comic book. It's our first attempt here in the lab to try and take some of our research and put it out in the form of comics. Now it's comic for adults, but still. But what is this book really about? This book is really about two of the major forces that are responsible for human motivation. One of them is financial, when we get paid. The other one is a social motivation. And the thing about those two forces, what's interesting about them, is that they don't mix very well. Imagine, for example, I asked you for a favor. I said, hey, I have a flat tire. Would you help me change the tire on my car? Think to yourself, what are the odds that you would help me? What if I paid you? What if I said, hey, I have a flat tire on my car. I'll give you $5. Would you help me? Well, what happened now is people are actually less inclined to help. Why? Before I offered you money, before I mentioned money, you would do it out of the goodness of your heart, and you would think of yourself as a good person if you helped me out. When I add money to it, you don't say to yourself, gee, I get to help Dan, plus I get $5. The happiness you get from helping another human being goes away, and now it's just the money. They don't add up. They substitute, what's called crowding out. One comes in, the other one leaves. And now you say, I don't work for $5. Give me $500. Now, this idea of how these forces mix is incredibly important. It's incredibly important in our personal lives. It's incredibly important in our professional lives. I describe here experiments in which we showed how bonuses at the workplace can backfire. And it's also important at the policy level. It's important for things like the No Child Left Behind policy. We're adding incentives for teachers as a function of how their kids, their students, will do in the end of the year exam, actually caused decrease in motivation. And it's important for things like carbon trading. So this idea about what motivates us is incredibly important. The separation of these two forces, the market force, the financial power, and the social powers, are incredibly important by themselves. And then finally, we have the way that they combine. And it tells us things about our personal lives. What are good gifts? How do we create friends? It tells us things about the workplace, and it tells us things about policy. So in short, we are, as humans, we're magnificent. Strange, odd, but magnificent. We often don't realize, we think that the big mysteries in life are, stars and molecular biology, but the reality is that the way we behave as people is just as mysterious, just as wonderful, and really important to understand. So I hope you'll join me in this summer reading. Have a look at this book and think a little bit about what motivates us and other people around us. And for now, a very good summer to all of us. Bye.